Can you explain why they don't have their money back and they don't have their scooter?
I've not been well. I've had a few panic attacks and things.
Are you ripping off more elderly people than just this couple?
Brett and Fiona Morris's customers claim they're unscrupulous business operators.
He's just a man that shouldn't be working with older people.
Selling scooters to senior citizens and taking them for a ride.
Is it true that you've been harassing your elderly customers and upsetting them?
Please?
This is like a vulture waiting to pounce.
All he's trying to do is get a sale and get out.
Like many people their age, Barney and Faye Can struggle to get around these days.
It might be nearly 2 years now. Barney fell and broke his hip and his femur.
Frustrated by his loss of independence, 82-year-old Barney wanted a mobility scooter, in particular a double-seater, so he and Faye could go to the shops and doctors together.
I seen an ad in the paper that this chap said, don't pay the full price, come to us. We sell them a lot cheaper.
The advertisement was for Scooters Wholesale. Its owners are the Morrises. They made the elderly couple an offer they couldn't refuse.
I said, well, I'll think about it. Well, then his wife got on the phone on this Wednesday afternoon and said, now for that deal to go through, you must give us $1,000 immediately today.
After paying the deposit, Barney and Faye were promised their brand new scooter would arrive from Western Australia in a couple of days' time, but it never did.
The chap said, oh, we haven't got your scooter here. Said, it's too big to have in, we can't store them in here.
Leave the shop right now, please.
All he wants to do is walk in, try and supply him a scooter, and basically rip him off, take the money and run.
Barney says he told Brett he needed to change the order after learning only one person can use a motorised wheelchair or scooter in Queensland, no matter how big the seat is.
He was trying to sell us something that was illegal.
Barney and his nephew David Brock decided to talk to Brett face to face.
His manner was very aggressive. He had explained that he had gone to a lot of time and trouble to obtain this scooter and order this scooter.
But it turns out Brett and Fiona never even ordered the canned scooter from Western Australia. In a statement to A Current Affair, the manufacturer says it hasn't sold mobility scooters to Brett and Fiona for a number of years and has advised them ShopRider Australia will not supply any products to them.
Can you explain why they don't have their money back and they don't have their scooter?
Can you please move your
What did
equipment
they
away
do wrong?
He basically got very aggressive and said that if you don't want to do it, you can see me in court. I've been in court many times. I never lose.
Both Brett and Fiona refused to answer our questions when we confronted them at Scooters Wholesale on Queensland's Sunshine Coast.
What did they do wrong?
Leave, please.
Don't touch me, please.
I'd like you to
Don't
leave,
touch
please.
me.
This is my shop. I'm asking you to leave.
Brett and Fiona sent the Cans a letter claiming to be $500 out of pocket. They posted a cheque for the remaining $500 of Barney and Faye's deposit, but it was in the wrong name, so the couple couldn't bank it. The Morrises said they would replace the cheque, but the couple never received it. Barney and Faye were left with no choice but to try to get their money back through the Queensland Civil and Administrative Tribunal. They failed simply because they didn't know they had to attend the hearing.
These people are out of pocket $1,000.
Would you like me to show the paperwork?
I've seen the paperwork. It's because they didn't make it to court that day.
Out
Don't manhandle us, please.
I can think of nothing worse than to have a person like that. Where is the compassion? For heaven's sake.
Val French from Older People Speak Out says many seniors aren't capable of defending themselves.
That phrase, you know, Australians give each other a fair go. That is what my generation expects.
Barney and Faye Can aren't the only ones who've copped a raw deal. 73-year-old Shirley Belling paid Scooters Wholesale $1,200 for new scooter batteries. Each costs about $300 and should last 3 years, but hers went flat after just 6 months.
It was almost like he was saying, look, you stupid old woman, go away. It was basically how I felt.
This woman, who didn't want to be identified, also had after-sales service problems.
That's a shonky dealer, a person who doesn't care whether, you know, they'll sell you anything, but there's no comeback on any of his goods.
The Morrises charged 80-year-old Prue Evans $270 to install a fan in this scooter. Brett wasn't able to fit it, and he didn't give her money back.
He obviously has no ethics at all.
We also spoke with 5 business operators who've had dealings with Brett Morris. None of them wanted to speak on camera, but they did sign legal documents citing their complaints against him. One operator claims he had to call the police when Brett tried to pick a fight and pushed him in front of a customer. In this statutory declaration, another claims his employee watched in horror as Brett interrupted his sale and verbally abused, bullied and cajoled a customer into buying from him instead. In this complaint, Brett's accused of selling second-hand scooters as new, and in another, refusing to replace batteries, still under warranty.
Please, I have asked you to relieve the shop now.
Okay,
I'm
just giving you the opportunity. That's fine. I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to put your side forward.
It's just so demanding. You got to make up your mind so quick. And
Is there something that you'd like to say to this man?
You'll be old one day, and you might meet somebody just like you. And what will you do?